All right, okay. What's up, buddies? Welcome back to another episode of the First Owner RTG, the edited epi, of course, of the day. Hopefully the 6 p.m. epi was good for you guys. I'm tempted to talk about this subject for the 6 p.m. epi, but I actually think it's going to be a good idea to talk about it here for you guys. So I'm sorry to start this episode with a bit of a heavy topic where I'm going to get very passionate. I apologize. If you're someone that gets offended by someone that speaks with a loud voice with passion and you think it's just hate or them complaining, you probably just want to turn this video off and find another channel. But this needs to be said. So we've got a big day planned. As you can see, I've got a sexy squad built of just a bunch of different players, some new players in there, new pack pulls, new unlock crafted players, and we're going to build this into a 4-1-2-1-2 where Corona looks like, honestly, the poor man's Neymar, for God's sake. So he's going to be our central cam in today's FUT Champs games. We're going to play 5 games minimum today in Champs with this Corona as our central cam in 4-1-2-1-2, Cruyff as our left striker, and then we're going to try Di Natale with a Hawk now, with an engine at right striker. I wasn't able to get anything out of him, so everybody's telling me switch him to a Hawk and you'll find he's very, very good. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to use him on a Hawk chem style with, honestly, one of my favorite DMs to come out so far this year, this Verratti. I'm in love with. He'll be our holding DM in the Conte role, if you will. And then we're going to have Jude Bellingham as a right box-to-box mid, and then this absolute beast as our left box-to-box mid. And we went, of course, with the defensive option. So he's got all the defensive stats you could want. And then with this Maestro chem style, I think it kind of makes him into a much more dynamic box-to-box mid, right? 81 shot power and 73 long shots, still not great, but it's usable from range if and when he gets the 1 or 2 chances a game to take a shot, a pot shot from distance. It's better than 63 and 71, put it that way. So really, really excited for this team. And yesterday, although YouTube probably only saw maybe 30% of the grind, and you guys saw quite a bit of toxicity because of the amount of people in the FIFA community that want to ruin the game for everyone else. You guys saw about 10 or 15 people quitting out on me while they got battered in friendlies for Managerial Masterpiece. So I'm not trying to paint a picture where this Managerial Masterpiece and FUT friendlies in general is an amazing place and EA have done an amazing job, but they kind of have. They've done an absolutely fantastic job of making this an enjoyable section for the most part. Yes, they've kind of ruined golden goal for us by making a lot of requirements have 2-goal wins. And once again, because the FIFA community are a bunch of weirdos, they have to ruin it for everyone. So the amount of people quitting out at 1-0 on me, or the amount of people quitting out at 0-0 while getting battered, is just despicable. And yes, it's the community ruining it. But once again, that's something EA could fix very easily, right? When someone quits on 0-0, you should just get the win. Period. That's just the way it should be. It would avoid all issues throughout the game cycle and would remove like 90% of toxicity that's in the game, both on the receiving end of someone being toxic to you quitting on a draw and on the delivering end. If you know your opponent when you quit on a draw is going to get a win anyways, I'm hoping that like changes your psyche and you try and be a little bit less toxic towards people. So nevertheless, to me, this FUT friendly section was actually going very well in terms of enjoying gameplay, not taking things too serious, whether it's the other random game modes that have come out. I build weird teams, trying to have fun. It doesn't matter how long it takes to get wins to unlock these players, Antonio, etc., or this Oxford guy. I can't even remember his name, for God's sake. I'm so sorry about that. The Silver Lounge, etc., just building crazy teams. Right now, my Silver Lounge squad is I try to fit every single special silver we unlock, even if I'm on 50 chem. Because who cares? I need 3 wins, a couple of goals. Even when I'm using silvers on 50 chem, it doesn't matter. I just want to use those cool, fun, special silvers that I'm unlocking, right? So fast forward to yesterday. Yes, there's a bit of toxicity, but overall, yesterday was absolutely amazing. Why? Because before they changed this was an amazing mode. I initially thought Managerial Masterpiece was garbage, or going to be garbage like it was last year. But before that stupid bottom line that you saw, it was the way it was, where it was a 77 rated squad max. So it forces you to not just use god tier players or the Mbappes and the Pelés and whatever as super subs or whatever the case may be. The 77 rating max, and then mixed with the stipulation of only 1 88 or higher rated player and only 1 loan. It was perfect. It was perfect. With a bronze bench, you could do one of a few things. With either a bronze bench, you could fit like pretty much an awesome Bundesliga team like you would have seen from me yesterday. I mean, I would love to pull it up for you guys. I don't know at what timestamp that the squad will show up for you guys, but I would genuinely love to oh God, my ears. I would love to show you guys what the team looked like, right? We had Haaland in there as our 188 overall. We had, you know, Mukiel in there. We had Tapsoba in there. We had Jerome Boateng in there. Is that the team? No, it's not the team. I wonder, I would really, really love to show it to you guys because this should drive home my point. Oh yeah, there it is. Perfect. Here we go. Beautiful. So this is the squad that we had yesterday, and this is the squad that you were able to put together with a little bit of fandangling, right? And to me, I know a lot of you guys will be like, oh, but Lou, you just wanted to use good players. But that's the point. The point of this managerial masterpiece, at least in the way it was yesterday, was actually fantastic. I unlocked that Boateng, guess what? I can use him. I unlocked that Jude Bellingham red card, I can use him and have a bit of fun with him. I unlocked that Tapsoba, that Mukiel, who's a relatively garbage card. I at least get to use him a little bit. That Briel Mbolo, I get a chance to use him and stuff. And as I unlock these other special cards through the year, I was looking forward to 90 days, 3 months or so, because Managerial Masterpiece is out for about that long. I was looking forward to unlocking that Oxford, and the next time a Managerial Masterpiece required me to use Bundesliga players, I could use now Tapsoba and that Oxford guy. And then if we got a Silver Lounge player from the Bundesliga, I was really excited. I was hoping maybe we get a Silver Lounge goalkeeper, a Silver Lounge, maybe a left back, or even a right back, or a center back, or something, right? A Silver special Bundesliga player to use to put into this team and have fun with it and enjoy myself. And the way they had it, I find, was pretty good because yes, I do have a good team, but it's not like I also have on the bench an Mbappe, a lone Pele, a lone Cruyff, and then I get my goal, and then I sub on 3 psycho players, right, to ruin my opponent's time. The way they had it set up with a max of 77 rating, with 188 overall player, and a loan of max 1 is you were almost forced to use fun but original players. You couldn't just use all the best meta players or all of the broken, awesome loan players that you would have got. They did so well with it. The teams I was coming up against yesterday were nothing but original, fun Bundesliga teams. I came up against guys yesterday that were using the pacey bronze players in the Bundesliga and silver players to good effect. Like, and it was enjoyable. A guy was using a 64 rated bronze goalkeeper and he was doing my head in with how many saves he was making. It was an actual enjoyable experience. They took that whole experience for all of us and then they said, wait, you guys are having fun for 24 hours? Unlocking weird players in the Bundesliga and actually getting to use them in fun, silly gameplay without the seriousness of having to run a full meta team and stuff like that, like you would in Champs or in Rivals? They said, cool. We see you're having fun, shove it up your ass, we hate our community, now you can't fit 74 or lower rated players in your squad. So in one change, they have made this, for the next 3 months, super fun game mode, a pile of garbage that was worse than it was last year, and last year it was trash. Why do I say that? Now, because of this stipulation, you are going from teams like this, or let's say you're someone that got that red Kramaric, right? 85 rated, useless Kramaric, pile of trash card. But you know what? You could actually use him in this game mode. Or, like I said, maybe a Silver Lounge Bundesliga player comes out. Or maybe you got like a pretty fun and cool Bundesliga bronze left back that's got like good pace, pretty decent physical. If you give him maybe a shadow, if you want to be crazy, he would be a pretty fun left back that you can test out. You can't do that anymore at all. So they've taken a fun game mode, which actually allows you to use all the sporadically fun players and have now reverted it to a setup where you have to throw brain dead 75 rated golds into your bench and you're now able to only use 76 to 78 rated players. And what's going to happen? We are going to spend the next bloody 3 months playing with and coming up against the same dead, overpowered Silases and Lacroix and Beep Boops and those types of players, instead of coming up against countless original different teams like this. Someone getting lucky enough to get a Lewandowski. Can fit him in, but then you can't fit any other high-rated players in there, right? Someone getting lucky enough to get a red Nabry. Can't use him anymore, no worries. Even though he's slow paced, you might have been able to have some fun with him in this game mode. Now it's all just boring, brain dead, 77 to 78 rated players. Why, EA? Why do you do that? Your game is called Ultimate Team. As the weeks progress, we are sitting here grinding to unlock cards, grinding to unlock special players, grinding to unlock special items. Genuinely, this just goes to show how out of touch with the game they are. What is the point even of me unlocking this guy? I've spent like 5 hours unlocking him previously for some fun. I got to use fun players, and the excitement for me before they made the change to Managerial Masterpiece was the thought process of, oh cool, I've now unlocked this guy. I'm probably not going to ever use him in Champs or in Elite Rivals or anything, but the next time there's a requirement in Managerial Masterpiece for Bundesliga players, or let's say in Managerial Masterpiece for English players, I will 100% throw this guy into the team and have some fun with him. Throw in some other original English players, let's say, if it's an English requirement for Managerial Masterpiece up next. But with the change now, not only will you not be able to use this guy, but you're going to use just crap 77 to 78 rated players to unlock this guy to use him nowhere. How out of touch are they? All of these player objectives, all of your champs rewards. If you are a degenerate gambler like all of us and you rip packs via gold upgrades or you rip packs via FIFA points, for God's sakes. Now when you unlock that Suarez, okay, sure. Go use him in Champs, I guess. Go use him in Elite Rivals, I guess. But you're at a huge disparity compared to everyone else because everyone else in those game modes just uses Messi, Neymar, Ginola, Mbappe. Sick. Cool. This was the place. This was the place. Finally, I thought EA had turned a corner. I thought, oh my God, they're actually slowly putting together a fun game where you can use original players in FUT friendlies. Okay, they're putting together a relatively nonchalant champ setup where you can, if you choose, use fun players. Okay, in Rivals it's a bit sweaty, but that is like the true, pro player section if you really want to get into the nitty gritty of grinding the game. They had such good balance, and in one fell swoop, they just fisted it all to hell. So what's going to happen now, at least for me, is I'm just not going to care about Champs rank anymore. Okay, we got rank 1 and rank 2 all year. No rewards anyways, so the only thing I can think of doing now is what you see my squad built as, which is now a fun, random-ass Champs team like this that I'm piecing together. Now, don't get me wrong, this is still a good team, right? Okay, Miguel Layun, maybe Gunther, maybe a few others won't be true, pure psychomaniacs, but it's still a good team. But I want the ability to take players and teams like this and weird players into the friendlies section. That's what it should be all about. So I'm really in shock and disappointed by EA that they did this. They just snuck it in there in the middle of the night as well. They did it late night where no one maybe they thought would have any repercussions or any issues with it or anything like that. And it just grosses me out that they did this. It really does. And what makes me even more sad is the brain dead degenerates that are going to reply maybe to this YouTube video, maybe to my Twitch chat, maybe on Twitter, because I'm going to post this to Twitter as well, are going to say, oh, whatever, dude, calm down, bro. Who really cares? You're the problem because you can't see past your small, tiny dick. That's it. You look like an inch or two into the future. This has terrible repercussions. 30 days of using brain dead 76 to 78 rated garbage cards. You're going to spend 3 months unlocking season objective players, never going to be able to use in fun game modes. Any other milestone or objectives players, never be able to use in any other game modes. You're going to be able to unlock champs red picks that might be semi-funny, never going to be able to use them in fun friendlies game modes. It has such long-term garbage repercussions and boring repercussions for us that it makes me so sad that most of the community don't care. No one's mentioned anything. I feel like I'm the only YouTuber that's lost their mind about this. No one's talked about it at all. Not a single streamer, not a single YouTuber. It blows my mind. But what I love the most is even from this dead game mode, I swear this is how dumb our community is sometimes, man. And I'm sorry for insulting a lot of people here, but it has to be said. If there is a co-op and conquer moronic objective, if this objective gave you a 75 plus pack, the FIFA community finished it and they got a bronze pack, in just a stupid mode, 75 plus pack that nobody cares about, the whole community would blow up. Oh my God, they'd be spamming EA, give me my 75 plus pack, you scumbags and you losers and you idiots, for the most pointless pack rewards that don't happen. Red picks that people don't get within 30 minutes or 30 seconds of completing champs. The community explodes. They lose their damn mind. But something like this that will have a fundamental negative effect on your enjoyment of the game, which is, it's a video game. This should be fun. No one bats an eye. Nobody cares. Nobody says anything. So the easy answer, of course, is you just don't do it, right? But imagine a video game that we all love, that has to be the answer. Hey, Nick, just don't do this then. If you don't want to use 70, 77 to 78, 79 rated players, don't do it. Okay, but that shouldn't be the point of a video game. Yeah, there you go. Like the degenerate in my chat, just play champs. Well, what if I want to have some fun with some players and play this? The way it was, the way they gave it to us for the first 24 hours. That's the insanity. And once again, physics, MPG, you are what's wrong with the game. You've got good pack luck. Shut up and just play champs. Sick, man. I'm glad you totally understand what I'm saying here. And you're probably like 43 years old as well. Ridiculous. Like, it's just, I am truly, truly in shock at how few people give a crap about this change and how far reaching this issue will be going forward, man. We are playing a game that now releases game modes that make sure you cannot use the items that you pay for, either in FIFA points or you earn through time spent in SBCs or gameplay. The game is coded so that you cannot use those players in fun game modes. They purposely changed it so that you just use the boring brain dead items. That is a travesty. Let's get into the day's grind.